What happens when 5 strangers,
who aren't really strangers,
are picked to record an album on the shower
in Baltimore, Maryland,
with Brian McTurnan at Saturday Studio?
It comes out April 10th
In Baltimore, Maryland!
Yay!
Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, Jared's been walking around in fucking like sweatpants or jogger pants or something like that for like a straight week and a half. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We went no shit to like a $250 dinner, and Jared was in like jumpsuit pants. It was awesome. It's really cool. Baltimore's laid back like that though. It doesn't matter. So.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Jared. I play bass in The Graduate.
Today we're gonna get me a pair of jeans, since all I have is the wind pants to wear.
Hi, my name's Corey Warning, and I sing for The Graduate.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt Kennedy. I play guitar and keyboards.
What's up? I'm Tim. I play drums in The Graduate.
Hey, I'm Max. I play guitar in The Graduate.
We're in Baltimore, Maryland, recording our first album, Anhedonia, right now. We're working with Brian McTurnan on this album. We're all really excited. It's been really great so far, and it's cool because he brings his dogs by sometimes.
Brian's a really cool producer. He's been helping us out a lot. He does this little thing with his hand whenever he's trying to show you a guitar riff. It's called like, I don't know, it's like the oven mitt or like the bear claw or whatever. And he's trying to, yeah, the oven claw, whatever I called it. But he's trying to show you like some chords and stuff to play. He's like, nah, try this right here, you know, and you just can't see what the hell he's playing because his entire hand is just covering the whole thing. It's awesome.
I've been playing a lot of Nintendo Wii, you know,
Yeah,
and
that's about it.
baseball.
In between tracking, we either eat, play Nintendo,
Sopranos.
or watch Sopranos.
I have not. There's nothing, man. We suck.
Girls aren't allowed, no girlfriends. So.
As far as you know.
What are you? Dun dun dun.
Jared and I have been playing music together for about 4 years now. We were in another band together for The Graduate. He's played bass in that band. I sang and played guitar. And me and Jared have been doing this together for a really, really long time. So it's really cool that we stuck together through all the years. And
Jared, the kid has become such a good bass player. Like when he first started the band, he was all this quiet, shy, really green. He wasn't as good of a bass player, but he practices seriously like 6 hours a day, and it's unreal. The kid has gotten so good.
He's kind of a douchebag though. We were thinking about kicking him out, and he can't even hear me. Never mind.
Yeah, Jared, you suck.
He's probably one of the most determined people in this band, and he's probably one of the most happy people to be in this band. He's always like excited about every song we do, and he's kind of always very enthusiastic about anything that we write that's new, and he loves, and he's keeps morale up, I guess.
What kind of jeans are we looking for today?
I don't know. Some sexy jeans.
Some that match with his shoes.
Some green, red jeans.
After a long day, I like to kick back and relax with my green shoes and watch Matt play the Wii.
Matt is he plays guitar.
We're at Scores right now, the strip club.
He is a kooky dude. He's a really good guitar player though. Matt and I have been playing in bands since we were like 14, 15. Like he's one of my best friends. I've known him forever, and we have like a serious like creative chemistry that it's really a part of the foundation of this band, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty enthusiastic about writing music. He's always, whatever we're writing, he's always really, really pumped to write any new song.
Matt Kennedy is the lead man. He comes up with all the really sweet the really sweet riffs in the band. He's my other guy that really likes blues too. So me and Matt bump heads sometimes because we're the most outspoken, but at the end of the day, we're pretty much best friends.
But like he's not weird or anything. He's just wearing a helmet. He's got like a stocking cap and a helmet. Like for style.
Yeah,
you know. I hope you die. And he's like, I hope you die and go to hell. She's like, I'm already there. It was fucking nuts, man. Like, I just had my iPod and I'm just like, all right, just like turn it up. He's like, what do you say? Like, you can go calm him down or something. Like, hey guys, come on, we can work this out.
Don't ever touch me again.
Corey, he kind of, he really brings shit down to earth. Like, our music can get a little crazy and weird sometimes, and his voice really brings it into, it's almost like makes it listenable, you know, because his voice is really emotional and personal, and he's just a damn good singer, he really is.
Corey is probably the one who probably grounds us the most whenever we're getting too weird or crazy writing music.
Corey's like the most responsible one, so he's like on top of like what we're gonna do next.
He brings a lot to the table. He has some big dominant vocals that for some reason just came out in this band. He had good vocals before, but nothing like this. His vocal style has progressed so much within the last year.
Corey and Jared, when they came in, you know, it was a little weird at first, but once we started jamming together and writing music, it was really the process was so easy.
See, Tim is like the backbone. He's like the go-to guy when it comes to like the band.
He's just a solid drummer. He's just like a human metronome, man. He knows how to stay on beat. He knows when to hit harder, when to hit softer, and just how to tear it up. He's a really good drummer.
Tim is the brains behind the operation, 100%. Tim's the man at harmonies, plays piano better than any of us, and like a metronome, man. Tim's just a machine, like 100%. Tim's a machine.
Like every time we have a problem, like musically, we always turn to him. He's the one we always like, what do you think about this part? Or, you know, how'd this go? What should we do here?
This is how we tour. We park that thing. Those are our drivers. We don't have a bus. We take horses. Saves a lot of money for gas.
So let's just sit and sing.
Max is he's the delay master.
Max is one of the youngsters in The Graduate. He does all the little sweet U2 sounding guitar stuff. Pretty much, we call him Captain Delay. Is his nickname.
Even when we're not doing any rhythm guitars, him and I can play two leads at the same time, and it just kind of flows together.
Don't get me wrong, like, to be able to play with the delay pedal is very, like, your timing has to be perfect. And he's fucking master. He's really good. The riffs he makes up, I can go off of those really easily, like, because he makes some really original, cool stuff. And, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Ask him the question again. Did you find what you're looking for, Jared?
Yes, I did. Mission accomplished.
Yeah!
Although we could not find.
Woo! Now do a holiday dance. Now do a holiday dance to the music, choreographed.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Basically, Corey is trying to compensate for his shittiness. He's trying to warm up, make himself sound better than he really is, but it just makes him sound even worse, honestly. So we just let him go. It's whatever.
So of course he loves to pick on me, so I'm just like hanging out talking, like telling stories at this party. And he just runs up for no reason and just rips my pants off. Underwear and everything right in front of everyone at this party.
When they ate pistachio,
Best meal of my ever life.
take two.
Dude, he just goes, he's talking about this restaurant, he's like, pistachios, he's like, best meal of my ever life. Where we're at right now is called Fells Point. It's a little neighborhood in Baltimore, and there's tons of stuff around. There's Little Italy right down the street. We're going this way. There's Little Italy right down the street where there's like a ton of restaurants. We've eaten at most of them. There's some of the best record stores, some of the best pubs to play at. A lot of like mom and pop restaurants and stuff. It's a really good time.
This is the porch. This is where we take a break when we come outside. It's kind of weird because it's just like there's 4 walls, and then they just took off the roof of this thing. Yeah.
I got the drums done real quick and the bass done, and after those, like honestly my favorite part about recording is after I'm done, because I get to just sit and like see everything come to fruition, and like I just get to sit and watch it happen. It's really cool.
I think it all works out pretty well. Like none of us are like too like high strung, so nobody steps on each other's toes. Like everyone gets along great. Like we rarely will ever get in an argument. If we do, it's over in like 5 minutes.
Of course.
Always good.
And how did a Dick and Balls get on your belly?
Dude, the way a Dick and Balls always gets on your belly, man. Somebody's laying down, not paying attention, or passed out or something. Somebody with the marker thinks they're going to be a funny guy. And that's usually how it happens.
I just finished recording guitars for Justified, and it turned out really well. Pretty much this whole record has been kind of surreal. Like it's kind of hard to grasp really what we're doing. It's really new to me and weird, even though I've been playing music for all my life. Recording the CD has been amazing and really, I don't know.
It was really hard. The first week we were here, during pre-production and stuff, I had to write, I still had like 4 or 5 songs to finish writing lyrics to. So I was kind of feeling the pressure, and it started getting to me like the first few days where you're here, because I'm a really anxious person, and I let stuff just get to me really easily, and it kind of freaked me out at first. And once everybody started getting more comfortable, and we started just really feeling out everything we were doing, it started going a lot smoother.
As far as girls go in the area, some of us are taken, and other ones, they're just too much of a pimp to actually go out and try to meet girls. They just have to have girls come to them. So there's really no girls that come by the studio. Max he's really having a rough time with it. Max, what do you think about that?
What are you talking about?
It's been cool too, because I sometimes have like a fragile voice. I have this weird thing where every single time I've ever gone into a studio before writing or recording an album, I've gotten sick. It's just like a ritual thing that my body does for some reason. It was good because I wasn't as sick as I have been in the past when we got here, and I went and met a new friend, Melissa Cross, in New York, and she taught me how to not kill myself basically while I'm singing.
Corey is not talking for 24 hours because his vocal cords hurt a little bit, and he just went to this really good vocal coach up in New York City named Melissa. She wrote the book and the DVD, The Zen of Screaming or whatever. So Corey's writing in this little notepad and telling us what he wants so he doesn't have to talk.
He says, suck it.
Suck it. Okay.
And that's really, really helped a lot. I've gotten really learned how to like breathe now, and how not to completely ruin my voice in like a short amount of time.
Yeah. Usually the designated time is 10 o'clock to stop every night, but we always go later. Like Brian will stay till like 11:30, sometimes midnight. It only gets stressful when you get like stuck in a part and you can't figure out what to do. You have to sit there and think about like over and over and over like all these different options. But other than that, everything comes pretty natural, so it's pretty good.
I don't know, from like what we've got from this experience is like not to take anything too serious. I don't know, it's pretty tough and all, having to wake up at noon every day. Actually, it's pretty sweet. And I'm not complaining, I get to see the country.
Pretty much we spent about 3 months at Corey's house, which is like in the middle of nowhere of Illinois. It's a little place called Liberty and Camp Point, it's like in between the two places. And we pretty much like stayed in his parents' basement for those 3 months and like had no contact with the outside world, no cell phone reception. The internet sucked. One phone line is just like complete seclusion, and we wrote probably about half the material there, and the other half just randomly like with the mats for a couple of weeks. And
We had to leave Corey's because we were there for about 2 months, and it slowly started getting colder and colder.
Yep.
It was getting worse and worse, and we were all like secluded, us 5.
it was getting so crazy that one night I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to hearing Jared say, "That's my face." I guess what happened was I slept walk at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I remember like subconsciously like thinking I was looking for my cell phone, and I was just feeling around looking for everything. Then all of a sudden, I guess I went like that for Jared's face, and he's like, "That's my face." And I woke up and I almost had a panic attack and like fainted, and I was like, "What the hell? What the hell is going on?" So I run for the door. And I thought I was at a different point in the room, and I tripped on my own bed, and I fell, and I sat there for 5 minutes and going, like, I had no idea, like, where anything was.
I got a motion like that. And the first thing I can think to say is, "That's my face."
I walked around by the foot of his bed, got a huge stuffed animal, put him on top of him.
No, it was the old Domino's character. You know, that crazy like Red Rabbit guy?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, Corey had a giant one in his back room, and I decided to grab it and put it on Jared, and then walk around by his face and look for my cell phone. It was the scariest thing of my life. I couldn't handle his basement after that. I don't know what happened.
Pretty much, like when we track, we did like pre-production first, like where we got like all the kink side of the songs and stuff. Then once everything was like 100% ready to go, then we went in, Tim laid down all the drums, and then it was my turn. And it was pretty sweet to actually like record for a CD for the first time. Like it felt like the past 4 months of all the work finally paid off. I finally like got like the step up to the plate and do it.
It's Max here from The Graduate, and we're about to check out pretty much the first version that we've heard of the song Anhedonia, and we wanted to share it with you guys. Just keep in mind it's a rough mix, and let's hear it.
Let's do it, Tim. Cue it up.
Roll that shit.
Yo, that shit needs some harmonies.
Yep. No harmonies on that song.
Yeah, that's as rough as it gets.
Let's go to the bar. Alright, let's go to the bar.
Let's go to the bar!
Let's go to the bar!
Yeah, baby! It's cold outside.
Here's to make a good record, having a good time, good friends, good people in Baltimore, and
Ryan
McTurnan. Cheers.
Well, Jared got a little too fucked up, and now he's all like, I don't know if I can go to the moon, guys. I don't know, guys.
I don't know yet. No blue moon. No blue moon.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Wait. Let's make that like a buddy icon for AOL while Jared is going.
No, they're like perfect.
Thank God. Oh, that's scary. Thanks, Jared. You want any? What? You want any?
Because if I do Ride It Out and Doppelganger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ride It Out. Well, you still have you have Ride It Out, you have Doppelganger, you have I Survive, Justified. No. We haven't done Doppelganger, Song and 7, Interlude. That's it. So we're almost done. We're almost done.
Today we just started guitars, Max and I did. Jared and Tim are all finished with all their drums, and they sound amazing. The drum tone's really fat. The bass tone is crazy. It's an old vintage Gibson bass we've been using, and an old Ampeg SVT Classic head, and this really, really torn up 8x10 that we have to use a skateboard deck and actually shove under the 8x10 to make it stand up because one of the casters broke, so it kind of leans to the side.
Yeah, like as far as like recording this game, I pretty much had it pretty easy because all I had to do was come in and lay down bass tracks. So I'm done with that. I'm pretty much free. But like Corey, he's been probably the most busy, just like trying to finish up like lyrics and like warm ups and stuff like that. And see, Matt and Max have been pretty busy, like with guitars and stuff. And Tim's pretty much had it easy, but he's always in the recording room 24/7, even if he's not playing or anything.
The drums are the first thing, so you gotta get in and you gotta make sure all the drums are like tuned right where you want them, and you tune every song, like, and you'll change. I use 2 different snares. Yeah, you tune them up after sometimes after a take. Like, you gotta make sure they're always the same sound, so you're not getting different sounds throughout different takes. It's gotta sound perfect, you know. And Brian really helps with that. He's really great. He's got an awesome ear for that stuff and helps us out with that. You get one take and then like 2 safety takes. And you just kind of use whatever is the best, you know. And we knocked him out. It was pretty easy, and I love how it's sounding so far. So
I get to record with some pretty sweet equipment, like this old like 1970s Gibson bass. I didn't even know Gibson even made bass. It sounds amazing. And Brian had like one of the original like SVT classics, like from back in the day. It sounded sweet. Like then we used like a line 6 pedal, like put a little like distortion on the bass tone. It sounds amazing.
I think the biggest thing for me was just letting myself like get into a song and not be embarrassed or intimidated about being in like a real studio, and working with Brian especially, just trying to get the nerves out of my system before I get up there and I can really like let loose and sing how I should be singing.
And he asked if we got Justified done, and we're like, yeah, so he said, don't worry about it. He said, okay, move on.
Making eggs.
He's not
Or we're trying to, at least. Yeah, it didn't turn out very well.
Let's say that home run, right? I'm supposed to like because you know how hard the controllers are to fucking find, right? Okay, so we finally managed to get 4 of them, right? And Max is bowling, and he's getting pissed because it's doing that thing where like if you let go of it too late, it like doesn't let you do it. And you get Max getting really into it like this, man. And we're like, Max, you better fucking calm down, dude. And he's like, bam, hits it right there, and it just kind of messes up his hand, just like skips it like that. And he goes like that, and the fucking thing just breaks and almost goes like through the ceiling. It's got like that thing, and that thing doesn't stay on it anymore. It's just.
I didn't do that. Anhedonia is a clinical term for pretty much not being able to feel any feelings or emotion towards anything at all.
Anhedonia is a state of mind where you can't feel pleasure from normal things. A lot of songs in the album are kind of have that feel of just like with the lack of emotion, kind of Brian says has kind of like a sassiness to it or something, and yeah, so we just kind of felt like it kind of fit the feel of most of the album, just how a lot of the songs sound and feel and everything.
We have a song, it's the title track. It's like probably, it's become one of the most meaningful songs because for me, the music is a lot more a part of things than the lyrics, like Corey's more the lyrics. I am more with the music because I have a lot bigger piece in that puzzle here. When I hear a song like that come into form, it's like, I don't know, it's a really good feeling. I didn't know what to expect with when I first got here with recording drums, because we do it ourselves when we're demoing and stuff, but we're just kind of we're laid back. We don't really, when you're demoing it, you have a different mindset. You're just really laid back.
Pre-production was probably a little bit harder than I anticipated. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was at times very stressful. We actually wrote a few new songs during pre-production, which I didn't expect either, and it turned out pretty great so far. Occasionally tracking guitars, doing new parts is kind of stressful, like if I have to write them on the spot. Other than that, nothing much. Once again, I'm Max. Thanks for checking us out, and hopefully we'll see you on the road. Thanks a lot.
I guess I just want to say, for those of you who already know about us, thank you so much for supporting us up until here. We really hope that you enjoy this album once it comes out. To everyone that we're going to be seeing on the road, we look forward to meeting you, and let's hang out. And if you have a Nintendo Wii, hopefully sometime we'll be able to play you at baseball and own you.
Hey, what's up? This is Jared again. I'm just going to thank you for taking the time to check out the video, and we'll be seeing you soon on tour.
So here's to being alone, to anyone on their own. If anyone's listening, will think of me when I'm gone. It's not gonna hurt for long, and you can just forget, and I can live without regret.
What was Jared doing? Hello, welcome to Sound Day Studios in Baltimore, Maryland. Here it is. All right. All right, once in a while we hang out in this room, but not usually. Once in a while we'll play pool or something like that. But we do most of our hanging out upstairs, which I'll show you later on. This is where all the recording takes place. This room is like designed for sound. Like the room was built inside of this warehouse and actually isn't attached to any other wall or any other part of the building. And every single one of these bricks is filled with sand to help with the sound, and like all those random wood things up there pretty much to keep a really cool sound. And yeah, here's where we did all our pre-production and all that stuff. And over here is a control room. This is where all the mixing and all the important stuff takes place. And this is where Corey sings all his vocals. Right in here. Yeah. And down here is where Matt and Tim sleep. There's their bathroom, and they're going to be really, really embarrassed that I showed this because it's ridiculous. So, actually, it's kind of cleaned out for what it normally is. Alright, now let's go upstairs. And over here is where we hang out most of the time. Alright, this is where we eat. Four of us sit there and a couple of us sit over here, and And over here is where Jared, Corey, and I all sleep. And that's everything.
This is goodbye. After months of situating, I can finally leave this sorry town behind. And I'm alright. When they ask for me, my friends can smile and tell the world that I survived. As I'm about to leave, I fill a million empty pages, pass my word and do my best to sing. So what do I need? So could become of those who think and talk and live like me. I don't wanna die today. I wanna live and love and write it down.
Graduate. I survived taking 4,922.
Video too.
You can remember that, Mark? Yeah. Cool. All right, man. Like it's Madison Square Garden again. Again.
He's so goth right now. I love it.
Yo, Lindsay Williams, makeup artist.
Makeup.
Lindsay's been making us look good all day.
Making up of the hotness. That's what I do.
Like, she's giving us the baby faces all day. Like, nice complexion.
We're wearing a little bit more makeup than we're used to today, but it's all going to turn out in the end. And, we're going to look like we're all dripping paintings. We're going to look like paintings dripping.
I can't stop looking like I'm crying because there's makeup in my eye.
But you have such a nice baby face.
I like shoot him blue steel.
You know, I didn't think lipstick was gonna work for Max, but
He pulls it off a little too well.
he makes a pretty good drag queen. Actually,
Yeah.
Max makes a good drag queen.
All right, so be really fast. It has to be huge, crazy. Are you rolling it, bro? No, I wasn't rolling it. Yeah, neither was I. Speed. Clap it.
Well, I think things have turned out really good so far, as you can see behind me. It's pretty cool. You got the green, the background. It's what's going to look like the final product with the cord right there. It's really good.
I'm really hoping they put airplanes behind us. Maybe some monsters.
Yeah, do it.
Channel your inner Hendrix.
We all good? Yeah, I am rolling. I am too.
Yeah, this used to be our city. This used to be our only light.
Go now!
Thing is how our thing is going.
That's a downer, man.
Thing is going pretty good. I really haven't done anything.
You're out of the gates. You're out of the gates, man.
Why do you think you haven't done anything yet?
Because I'm the drummer. I don't know.
How do you feel about that, being the drummer in a video shoot like this?
I actually really like it.
That sandbag fucked this thing up. That sandbag will never get this loose. Also, by the way, Yeah. A couple things. There we go.
Yeah. Our daily routine on Warped Tour was we showed up at the venue every day about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. We had to hurry up and sprint and find a merch spot as fast as we could, and it was like a big rat race with all the bands. And then we set that up, got all our equipment out of the trailer and had to load it like half a mile to a mile all the way to the freaking stage, and it was super far. And then we went and found out what time we were going to play. And then once we did that, then we went to the merch thing and hung out, talked to kids all day, played a show, met a lot of new fans, and had a really good time.
Hey! How you guys doing? You enjoying Warped Tour? Good. Hey, come hang out with us. We're called the Graduates from Illinois.
Cleveland Storm was a giant cunt.
It just kind of out of nowhere got really, really crazy, stormy. There's hail like how big?
Big.
Hail like the size of your thumb, falling down, and it was pelting everybody in the face.
All of our equipment got like ruined and stuff, and tents were getting ripped away. We lost a tent. Alex was freaking out.
We lost 2 tents.
Yeah, that's true.
We lost 2 tents. I think we lost a total of 4 tents on Warped Tour. We had some really devoted fans standing in front of the stage who were waiting for us to play, and we managed to try and get everybody underneath this big tent, and we kind of held it down, and everybody huddled in for safety. And we ended up being one of the only bands to actually play after the storm, and it was really intense.
Warped Tour is competitive shit, so in order to sell merch,
sometimes you gotta do crazy things.
Yeah, we made our friend Wegs, who's videotaping right now, dress up in a monkey suit and sell our shit for it, so it worked.
I think Wegs almost passed out a few times in that thing. It looked really hot.
We were driving to Miami, Florida. No, Orlando. We're driving to Orlando, Florida. It was about 2 or 3 in the morning. It was one of the only nights that we got a hotel on Warped Tour. We were only going to be able to be at this hotel for about 4 or 5 hours to sleep. And we stopped at a truck stop, and everybody got out and, did their business, whatever, got something to drink, and then we all hopped back in and started driving. And then about, let's say, like an hour and a half later, Alex got a phone call. He's like, "Who is this? I don't know this number." He answers it. He's like, oh, hey, what's up, Tim? What are you doing? Tim's like, you left me. You left me at the frickin' truck stop. We left him at the truck stop.
So basically the moral of the story is if you can't find Tim, search the bathroom.
Search the bathroom. Tim will probably be there.
van, drove 4 hours to Chicago, got a plane, flew 7 hours to London, then got straight in the van, drove like 15 hours to southern Germany. So that is over 20 hours of traveling.
It was a lot. We, as soon as we got in, we started getting yelled at by our driver, Viper, and he was just, trying to get us to hurry. He's like, let's go, we gotta go to Germany, Viper was the best driver a band could ask for.
After that, it wasn't too bad, it was average. And then we drove from, Scotland to Amsterdam. That was long, it was like 11 hours, but they're all pretty.
The scenery was really nice while we were driving. Everything was very pretty and green and blue and British.
And pretty.
Amsterdam was, I don't really remember. Amsterdam was a crazy trip that we can't really talk about.
Next question.
After Amsterdam, we had a day off in the Netherlands, so we stayed at this hotel in Breda, and had a really interesting time.
Rock am See was a festival played in southern Germany. 9 Snails, No Effects, The Sounds, and like us. So we pretty much shouldn't have been on the show, but it was ridiculous. It was amazing, and it was the best show of my life. It was like how many? Like 5,000 kids we played?
Yeah, probably. There was about 5,000 people, I think, when we got on stage, and it was weird because that was my first day in another country, and we went somewhere and played the biggest show of our career, and that still, after 2 years of touring, I think was the most intense show that we've ever played.
The blue sea outside is in the graduates!
this is goodbye. After months of situating, I can finally leave this sorry town behind.